Alright, hello. Welcome back to the channel. This, of course, is another reaction, but it's something a little bit different. Something I have never done on this channel yet, and that is react to an anime trailer, or a trailer in general, because I haven't reacted to a trailer before. But, so what I'm reacting to right now is the second official trailer for the upcoming anime for Record of Ragnarok, which is a pretty popular manga to my understanding. I tried reading a little bit of it, maybe sometime last year, but I didn't really get into it because I'm personally not that into reading manga digitally. I prefer physical volumes, obviously. And the only times I can think of that I've read digital manga and I was really like vibing with it or whatever was for series that I already knew I liked, like Berserk and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I already love those, so it didn't bother me as much that I had to read them, or I read part of them digitally. But anyway, I read maybe like a chapter, so I know very little about the actual plot of this upcoming anime, of this series, but I've heard a lot of amazing things about it, because it's essentially just a big tournament between every god from every single religion versus some probably really notable humans, because the first chapter is still like hazy to me, so I don't remember exactly what it is, and it's been a while since the first trailer came out, but that by itself is an interesting premise, but that alone probably won't keep people around. So the fact that it's still so popular means it's doing something right, whether it be like amazing artwork or because the characters are well written or the story outside of the whole tournament thing, because realistically just having a big constant fight with amazing spectacles won't last as long as people would realistically think. There's got to be more to it. So that's why I'm really interested in seeing where this could potentially go. Like, I think just like bare minimum, they need to have really good animation for these fights, and some nice art style. It can only be so detailed, the art style, because it has to be able to move for the good animation part. And then also it needs to have, like, at the very least, interesting, decently written characters and a decent plotline. That's like the baseline of what needs to happen to make this like a good anime that a lot of people like. But since it's because it's like a really high profile thing, there's a lot of eyes on this. It's probably got pretty good production value behind it. I can only imagine that it'll go above and beyond, or at least I hope it will, because I didn't watch it, but based on people online, the anime that was adapted from a manhwa, God of High School, I think, that one had a similar premise in the fact that it's just like a big tournament or whatever, and from what I've heard, it's not as good as it could have been because it got rushed a lot. But we'll have to see what's going on with this one, because I think that was Crunchyroll fucking up and demanding that they only have, or that they get to, they can only have like 12 episodes, I think, and they wanted to get to a certain point in the story, so they had to rush things. Things didn't make sense. This is Netflix. Hopefully Netflix is a bit smarter about it, because Netflix has had some pretty good anime. Dorohedoro, well, yeah, okay, so, yeah, never mind. This is probably the same situation where it's just funded by Netflix. It's not actually made by Netflix, but Dorohedoro and Beastars are probably the two best examples I can think of a Netflix anime that has a pretty good production value on top of like having a good story and characters. So I've been talking way too long. we need to actually watch this goddamn trailer and see what this is all about. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, nothing. Never mind. Let's just get into this. I'm talking too goddamn much. The Record of Ragnarok official trailer 2, Netflix anime. All right. What do you got? What do you got for us, Netflix? This is a battle of souls. Yeah. Ooh. So far, I'm liking the art style. That's right. I was going to. You know what? I'll let it play. The Timer with the Almighty God. Who the fuck is this? He's huge. It seems like everything's really right. I don't know how to describe it. 13 of mankind's strongest. Only 13, so there must be something that goes past, unless they're not done with the fights yet. So the Chinese warrior, father of mankind. Who's the father of mankind? Is that supposed to be Adam from the Bible, the greatest loser? Who's that? So far, the art style looks.
It's party time.
I like that voice. Alright. Right, because realistically humans can't fight gods alone or whatever. Interesting. This music is interesting. There's so much to take in. So far, ooh, the art style is pretty good. Ooh. Alright, I 100% have to go back and look at some of the other. Oh, it's probably going to be at least all at once, though. How many? Is it been confirmed? Let me check something. So far, honestly, I fucks with the art style. Maybe it's just because it was a trailer, but I don't know. I think it might just be a trailer. But even if it's a trailer, you'd think they would put like their best foot forward. That's not. So okay, so it's animated by a studio called Graphinica, which I've never heard of in my entire life. Oh, never mind. They did some pretty high-profile things that a lot of people like. They did. No, never mind. They worked with studios to make Hellsing Ultimate. Excuse me. They worked on Arslan Senki, which I'm pretty sure is Hiromu Arikawa's newest or current manga right now. Do they have anything that they worked on by themselves? Hello World. Interesting. It doesn't look like. Oh wait, they did Juni Taisen. What is that? Zodiac War. Which Zodiac War. I think I've heard of that. I think it's yeah, Nisio-Eisen series, but that's not particularly well received. So, I'll keep my I'll reserve my thoughts on how this will turn out. I'll wait until I actually see it to judge the series, the quality of the series, because Shumatsu no Valkyrie, Valkyrie, or however you pronounce it, is the original title, but Record of Ragnarok. It looks really interesting though. I'm really interested. The art style, not bad. I like it. I like what the art style is doing, because it's very detailed for the most part, and that might be a downfall of it, but it's also the way it's drawn. It's got a sense of like a even more so than usual. It's got like the style of the characters, the way they're drawn. It definitely feels like these are godly beings. Even the humans, they've got this sort of like aura around them, if you know what I mean. And I don't know. Maybe it's because it's detailed, but based on the animation in the actual trailer itself, I don't know. I think it might. I'll absolutely give it a chance, but I'm looking kind of iffy. And I'm gonna go back through the trailer a little bit, but this guy, I don't know who this guy is, but I've already got like a bias towards liking him because he's got the same voice. Who the fuck? Where is he? Yeah, Garo from One Punch Man. He's my favorite character in the series. Hikaru Midorikawa. I recognize that voice. That's Garo's voice actor, and he also voice acted what's his name, Zora from Black Clover. So immediately biased toward him. This guy, this old dude, he's buff as fuck. I haven't kept up. I haven't watched like any of Dragon Ball, but I've seen a clip of Master Roshi. And he gets buff at some point, like as like a power up at some point in the future. Probably in Super, but his design reminds me of Master Roshi, and the fact that he's kissing his fist with a heart, he's probably got a little bit of a affinity towards women, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna go through the trailer again to sort of look at what else is there and actually pause, because I just let that run. Battle of Souls. So for whatever reason, because I know it's a tournament between humans and gods, but what might be interesting is the reason why they're battling it. Also, yeah, it's kind of interesting. That'll be interesting. They always look down on it. It's really interesting that they're having it take place in a world where all gods from every single religion actually exists. Like they're all in it together. That'll be interesting to see, like in what ways the author might play with that, because there are some things between religions that are like in conflict with each other, probably. But see, it's this kind of shit that's got me worried. Look at this. What the fuck? What am I looking at here? I'm looking at like 3 frames of animation, and then like his fist showing up. Like, that's shit that's got me worried. His little, I like his little like he's a cute animator, like, you know. Another thing I'm really interested for is to see the mangaka's interpretation of different gods, because I think each religion has their own depictions of their own gods, but obviously there are some creative liberties that can be taken. Basically anything, there's creative liberties in how they can be interpreted visually. So it'll be really interesting to see how the author visually depicts each god. Who's the voice actress for that was talking right now? I wanna look that up too. Okay. Let's see. I'll go to the anime. I don't actually know who she is though. Was it here? Hold on, let me look. Is it this girl? Is that her? Miyuki Sawashiro. I don't know who she might be from, but somehow it seems familiar to me. I gotta find out what it is though. Oh, Kurapika, that's who it is. Okay, that's where I probably recognize her from. Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter. All right, let me get through the rest of this trailer again. So they're gathering 13 of the strongest humans. And I don't answer this in the comments because I don't want to get spoiled. But if they're gonna eventually kill whoever wins, even with 13, if they're going by whoever gets the most points, whichever side gets the most points, like whoever wins the match, they get a point. Whichever team has the most points wins, or whatever else. Then they can only go up to 6 or 7 fights. The 7th fight would be the deciding factor, would be the deciding one. So whichever team gets 7 wins first would win the whole thing, because then there's no way the other side could make it. And if they go back and forth between one side winning and the other side winning, it'd still be a while. They'd have to, bare minimum, there'd have to be 12. Well, there'd have to be 13 fights, wouldn't there? Yeah, about 13 fights. But after that, what would come after it? If there is anything at all. To be fair, the manga might still be going through fights to this day. So it's just a lot of questions I have that can't be answered right now, even by manga readers, because how they're gonna do it in the anime as well, they might change things up. But it's this Chinese strongest warrior, father of all mankind. The fact that he's got a leaf over his dick makes me think that it's supposed to be Adam from the Bible. Adam from the Adam and Eve story, you know. Which is gonna be interesting. The greatest loser in history. I have no idea who this could be.
It's party time.
I'm interested in this girl because she seems like she's. It seems like the gods all want to kill the humans, but she's the one that's like trying to give them a chance. Or she's. Yeah, she looks like she wants humanity to be able to fight back for itself against the all-powerful gods. And it seems is the hidden power that we sisters, the Valkyrie, can use to oppose the gods' terrible cheats. Because I was saying, the gods are really powerful, so humans by themselves wouldn't be able to do much. So I guess she's a Valkyrie, and there are a lot of other Valkyries, and they have something that they can give to the humans that can allow them to rival gods. Which is interesting. What is that? The recreation. Is that supposed to be God? The biblical God? Her name is Hilda. There are so many like character designs going on screen. This dude, he must be like he's got like 4 arms. I can't think of very many religions other than like maybe Hinduism or Buddhism that have 4-armed gods. This lady, big flopping titties, probably one of the love goddesses from Roman or Greek mythology. Who's this guy now? There's so many interesting designs. He seems like the real smug trickster type. Maybe that guy's Loki? Yeah, the blonde-haired guy. 1,000 more years of life. So this is a contest to see whether they should kill off the humans or let them live for another 1,000 years. So is this something that happens every 1,000 years? They have is it they have a tournament every 1,000 years, or is it for every 1,000 years they decide whether or not humanity should live for another 1,000 years? And for like, I think she said 7 million years. After 7 million years, the gods are like, yeah, fuck it, let's kill him this time. Let's get rid of him. Oh. Because the one to whom you're praying to defeat us is a god. Wait, hold on, sorry, I need to go back. Can the humans truly attain... Yeah, 1,000 more years old. What was she saying? Humans, you should stop praying, because the one to whom you're praying to defeat us is a god. Right. That's a cool line, because they're fighting gods, so they shouldn't be praying to gods because the gods are the ones that are trying to kill them in the first place. Okay. This is really interesting. This is a really interesting premise. I am so on board. Come good or bad animation, I think I'll at least stick around to see how the story's gonna go. Because, good God, I can't even imagine what the story's gonna be like, even within the whole tournament thing. Because I can only imagine like the interpersonal like conflicts between the human and the god fighting each other. I wonder if they're gonna have one of the humans be like a devout follower of a god, and then have him have to fight the god to the death, and there's gonna be like this huge emotional thing, an emotional flashback, and he's gonna be like, don't you remember that one time I prayed to you and you saved my family member? And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't do anything. You prayed? Who are you? Who's your family member? Do you think I care? Or whatever? Or something like that. And it'll be like this huge, huge moment. And it'll happen... That'll probably... If anything, that might be like a mid-season thing, or like... Because there's a lot of potential with this. There's a lot of potential with this. And I think the only way they could turn people off from at least watching to the end of the season would be if the characters and story aren't interesting, and like just the fights aren't fun to watch. I don't think the people working on it would willingly mess this up. There's a lot riding on this. So, I mean, I guess you could say the same of everything, but I think this is more high profile, especially because it's Netflix. Because being a Netflix anime immediately like puts you up a few notches in terms of like risk of failing and doing something horribly wrong, because a lot of more people are going to see it. Because this is posted on the official Netflix anime. It probably got not as much as like live action shows that are more popular, but it probably got a bit of marketing from the official like Netflix like Twitter. Some people are probably going to see it when it comes out, it'll probably be front page for a lot of people, even if people don't watch, even for people that don't even watch a lot of anime. This might be something that shows up on their screen. They might enjoy it. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna turn out. This could either be really good, a really good anime, or a really good case study on whether or not you should prioritize detailed art style or fluid animation. Who knows? I'm gonna be optimistic here. I think it'll turn out. I think it'll turn out all right. I think it'll be good. I'm fucking rambling. I'm terrible at this. Forgive me. Wow, 20 minutes. Good lord. Thank you. If you watched this long, thank you all so much for watching. Press the like button, subscribe for more, hit the notification bell. This is something different. I haven't done trailer reactions before, but I kind of want to mix things up instead of just doing straight up Gintama or straight up reactions to just like whole series themselves. So I might do like opening reactions or trailer reactions or like things like that, just to branch out a little bit, you know. And I might actually check out Record of Ragnarok on the channel. So if you want to be around for that, subscribe and hit the notification bell, dude.